diner waitress her diner has closed because Donald Trump and DOGE came in and cut tens of thousands of jobs in their hometown. I'm saying that DOGE cut the jobs, the federal jobs in areas where it trickles down, and you know this. So when you lose tens of thousands of jobs in an area, then that trickles down because then you don't have those workers going to the nail salons and to the diners and to all that.
I've never heard that DOGE cut the diners.
Well, maybe you don't have anyone that works in a diner in your family, but I guarantee
I've never heard that. That's a new one. That's a new one.
I'm happy to educate.
That's Scott Jennings on CNN cracking up as a liberal panelist claims Trump's DOGE cuts are shutting down diners. Funny how liberals suddenly believe in trickle-down economics when it suits their hysterical nonsense. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and it looks like CNN has moved on from pretending Biden's economy was strong to now pretending Trump's isn't. Because when the numbers don't lie, the spin gets louder. You know, it's wild watching them scramble to discredit real results. I mean, tariffs are working, jobs are back, and prices are finally dropping. Here's Scott Jennings laying out exactly how Trump's strategy is turning the economy around, whether Democrats like it or not.
Prices did go up massively during the Biden administration. They went up to a huge number. Now inflation, core inflation, has come down. It was a little below market expectations, in fact. As you noted, some prices are up for some things, some prices are down for others. Gas prices are, in fact, down. The president is just now implementing his economic strategy. He's got his trade strategy. The Congress just implemented the big, beautiful bill, setting tax rates, making them permanent, extending other tax cuts to working class American people who pay taxes because their taxes are not going up. It'll be beautiful for people who use energy because it's going to unleash American energy. It'll be beautiful for people who care about a secure southern border because it massively invests in our infrastructure and ICE agents at the southern border. It'll be beautiful for people who work in the real economy.
You know, Trump's economy is back on track and the tariffs are doing exactly what he said they would. We've got real GDP growth over 3%, inflation dropping, wages rising, and now a fresh round of tariffs that could bring in over $100 billion a year. I mean, Trump already proved this works. His first round pulled in over $70 billion, and now with these new ones, foreign countries are paying the price, not American workers. The same liberal pundits who swore tariffs would crash everything are now pretending they don't see the stock market rallying or manufacturing jobs coming back. They mocked Trump's America First plan until it started working again. Here's Kevin O'Leary confirming what they don't want to admit. The policy is delivering.
I'm a policy guy. That's what matters to me. I look at policy. And you know, if you have tariffs in Europe against American products at 15%, you know, just intuitively, what's wrong with applying the same on a reciprocal basis, which is actually what the market believes is going to happen. I don't see a problem there. And so I know that the thing that people have such a hard time with, and I'll give you an example, that meeting with Apple yesterday. Trump does not mind letting the cameras in watching sausage being made. So if you have a bad meeting with Trump, the market value of your company goes down. Look at what happened with Intel today when he took a shot at the CEO saying he wants him fired. Tim Cook goes in there with a couple of graphs. Nobody knows the real details. Billions are added to the market cap. So there's good meetings and bad meetings with Trump. This is an unusual administration, to say the least. I mean, that's the problem. No one's ever done it this way. It's hard to get used to. But again, just 88 days ago, 88 trading sessions, we were at a low on April 3rd. We made it all back. So something's working. I don't give credit to politicians. I give credit to policy. Something's working.
You know, it's funny how the same media outlets that used to blame Trump for market volatility are now silent as the Dow rallies for a full week straight. Meanwhile, inflation is finally cooling off. Eggs, gas, utilities, all dropping after the DOGE team cleaned up Biden's mess. The Democrats spent years blaming Trump for every economic hiccup. Now they can't figure out how to spin a booming economy they said was impossible. Here's Frank Luntz explaining why Trump supporters aren't buying the narrative, because they're seeing the results for themselves.
If you voted for Donald Trump, this is exactly, almost to the letter, what you wanted. You didn't mind about the anger, you didn't mind conflict between the Republicans and the Democrats. What you wanted was to make a border safe and secure, which they've done. What you wanted were tax cuts, which he's done. What you wanted was cuts to spending, which he's done. Element after element, he delivered exactly what he said he was going to do. And that's why his own voters believe that this has been an incredibly successful presidency.
You know, ever since Trump took office, the media's pushed this narrative that his supporters have buyer's remorse, that he's too radical or going further than they wanted, but that's obviously not true. People voted for tariffs, deportations, and draining the swamp, and now they're finally getting it. That's why his base isn't shrinking, it's locked in. The spin just isn't landing anymore. Luntz is right, Trump delivers and his supporters know it. But let me know what you think. Is the media trying to gaslight people out of noticing the economy's actually getting better under Trump? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!